All right, everybody, welcome back to Collect and Reflect. We are doing a breakdown of the Season 4 Stranger Things promo sneak peek that they put out a few days ago. We did a live reaction in another video, so be sure to check that out. Season 4 will be coming in 2022, confirmed by this video. We start off with kind of a hype reel of images and scenes from the previous 3 seasons, and then finally we move into 11 new clips that will be in Season 4. We thought it was cool that they did 11 new clips, related obviously to the name 11, our series main character. The very first clip that we see is this grandfather clock. So the grandfather clock has been seen in a few other promos and images. We've seen them on Twitter, we've seen them on Instagram. We've seen clocks in general being a continuous theme that comes up in the different trailers and images and just information about Season 4. We saw a clock inside of a tree in a Twitter image. We have seen focus on the clock in the HNL control room. It was kind of shaped like a clock, the different screens that we saw. And then in the 11 Are You Listening teaser, we have it starts off with a focus on the clock. We actually also know that episode 2 of Season 4 will be titled TikTok Mr. Clock. That was shared by the writers on Twitter. So definitely clocks are going to be an important theme in some way, shape, or form. So the next couple of clips that we get, we think are directly connected to the first clip in that we're in an old house. So the first clip kind of seemed like it was inside of an attic, and then we see some of our characters, the kids, and some of the older kids coming in through a doorway into the house, and then we see them kind of looking up in like an ominous manner, like they've found something with their flashlights as they're investigating this old house. So it's cool to see kind of like mystery and investigation coming back to Stranger Things. I felt like that was missing from Season 3. It was a little bit more action focused and, you know, kind of scare factor rather than this kind of theme of investigation that was really heavy-handed in Season 1 and 2. After we see the clock, actually the second clip that we see is 11 being held back by a few men in suits. We're assuming they're government related in some way, shape, or form just because they're in suits, and these are the type of people that would be involved in 11. 11's kind of got a new hairstyle here. She's got bangs and is wearing kind of an outfit that looks like something that Joyce would wear, honestly. And that's funny considering that 11 tends to dress a little bit like the people that she spends a lot of time with. So she's now with the Byers family, so it makes sense she'd look a little bit more like Joyce. In Season 3, we saw her dressing a little bit like Hopper sometimes and dressing a little bit like Max when the two of them went shopping together. After we have the scenes in the house, we move on to Hopper with a flamethrower. Probably my favorite little clip that was in this whole sneak peek. He comes through the room with a flamethrower. He's got, you know, kind of a ratty looking outfit, probably just escaped, you know, from the Russian prison that he was in. We see him with a shaved head, so the timeline there is probably pretty close together. He kind of looks like Kurt Russell in The Thing when he's, you know, walking around killing monsters with his flamethrower. And The Thing is a movie that was referenced a few times in Stranger Things, so kind of a nice little nod there to that. Right after that, we get the cheerleaders in the Hawkins High School. And we think that actually what we're seeing here is a new character that's being introduced named Chrissy. The writers tweeted out a character description along with a picture. For Chrissy, she's described as high school lead cheerleader. She's the most popular girl in school, but beneath the surface has some sort of dark secret. So pretty cool, we're seeing a new character already. Then we see a car on fire and someone kind of walking down the road towards this. Some people think that this could be Mike just because we don't see him anywhere else in the sneak peek, and from the silhouette that we see, it does kind of look like his build, but it really could be anyone there. After that, we see Steve underwater with a flashlight. He's got a flashlight inside of a plastic bag, which was kind of a funny little trick for them to get that flashlight to work underwater. So again, it's kind of that mystery investigation theme coming back. He's looking for something probably important underwater if he went through the trouble of getting that flashlight. After that, we have the kids playing Dungeons and Dragons. We don't know exactly who's in this scene other than Dustin. We do see Dustin with his Hellfire Club t-shirt that has been teased a lot on the internet so far. Dustin has formed the Hellfire Club. This could just be strictly a Dungeons and Dragons club, but could also be kind of a replacement for the AV club that the kids were part of when they were still in middle school. After that, we have 11 kind of just peering through and coming into view. window that looks like it's in Hawkins Lab, and she also has a shaped head here. So this is probably related to the 11 Are You Listening video where that took place in Hawkins Lab. So this is some sort of flashback or memory of an event that has taken place. Then the final scene that we see is the kids on their bikes. So we don't actually see the same group of kids that we would normally see all together. We have Erica kind of added to the group. She was big in season 3. Lucas's sister is together with them. And then we also have Max, Dustin, and Lucas all together. So kind of a smaller group as far as the larger group of kids that are normally together, but looks like they'll be, a tight-knit group in this season. So definitely looking forward to seeing more from them. One thing we failed to mention was as far as that old house that we saw in the beginning, that there was a couple clips from all together. We actually think that this house might belong to a new character named Victor Creel, who is described as a disturbed man who's been imprisoned for some gruesome murders in the 1950s. And the reason we think that this could be him is, number one, he is a new character. He's been imprisoned in the 1950s, and the show takes place in the 80s. So it makes sense that his house would be abandoned. There's definitely something creepy going on with him, and he is actually played by none other than Robert Englund, who is famous for playing Freddy in the Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street films. So for him to be brought into the series, we feel it makes sense that that would definitely be a creepy house for the group to go through if they were looking for something important. So definitely looking forward to see these new characters, looking forward to seeing the rest of this season, and we're hoping to see more teasers coming out. This video description did not have a numbered description. The From Russia with Love video that featured Hopper in the Russian prison was 001 out of 004, and 11 Are You Listening was the description had 002 out of 004. So this one didn't have one. So we're assuming that we're still gonna get at least two more teasers before a final big trailer that comes out. So definitely looking forward to more. And we'll be breaking them down and reacting to all of them as they come out. So be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of that, and check out our Stranger Things playlist. Other than that, thanks for listening. Hope to see you guys back soon.